Hello, Steve Mills here, and welcome back to my podcast called Results. It's all about getting results. That's what sales and marketing's about. It's about your sales and marketing results. Today, I wanted to talk to you about the fantastic book by a guy called Robert Cialdini. It's all about influence, the science and practice. How do you become more skilled and more adept at influencing people, because ultimately that's really what sales and marketing is about. Now, when I say influence, don't misconstrue that to be pushy or to be anything negative. I try my best when I meet people in person or when I write new copy on my website to influence people in order to get them to come on my webinar. And by the way, I'm running another webinar next Thursday. If you want to come along, it's called Results. It's basically more of what you get in here. Some great tips and advice and ways in which you can grow your business. If you want to come along, it's totally free to attend. Go to my website, stevemills.co, that's CO, and just click on the training tab and you'll find all the details there. So, where was I? Well, Cialdini, in his book, which is a fantastic book, I strongly recommend you go and buy it on Amazon, mentions that there are several keys to influence, several fundamental rules of influence. And whilst on this podcast I don't have time to talk about all of them, I am going to talk about one in particular. And Cialdini calls this social proof. You must gain social proof. And social proof really, I think, is about, when somebody buys something or a group of people buy something, then everybody wants the same thing. I play tennis, and, when there's a new Roger Federer racket out there and all my friends have got one, I'm thinking, John, they're all saying how great it is and, why are you playing with that old racket, Steve? It's like I've just got to get one, even though I've never used it. I don't really know whether it's going to improve my game. I might have not even seen any advertising for it. I might not really understand what the difference is between my racket and the new Roger Federer racket, but all my friends are talking about it. They think it's brilliant. And there's an underlying need for me to conform. Now, obviously, not everybody's like that. They think, some people are out there thinking, right, if everybody else has got it, I'm going to be different. That's me. I want to be different to everybody else. But we're not trying to influence maybe one-off people. We're trying to get more people into our business. So my question for you ultimately is, what are you doing to social proof you, your business, and your products and services? What do I mean? Well, let's, for example, take your website or take any particular page on your website. Let's take your homepage, because that's, arguably the most important page, or perhaps it's a landing page from your social media marketing. But either way, what is there on there that social proofs your page? So what I'm thinking about is, are there testimonials on there? That's a great way of getting social proof. If I was marketing, I'm marketing my webinar, and on my webinar page, there are literally hundreds of people telling you how great my webinar is. Do you think that would increase the chances of you attending my webinar? I absolutely would guarantee it would. And by the way, just to reiterate, if you do want to attend, it's www.stevemills.co. And go to the training page and you'll find all the details there. So if you want to attend that would be fantastic. But, my point being, that if we've got testimonials on our site, that's fantastic, but also to make the testimonials appropriate to that page. So it wouldn't be as valuable, excuse me, wouldn't be as valuable having testimonials for my webinar on my LinkedIn training page or vice versa. Does that make sense? So, testimonials are a great way of doing that. Another great way could be to, tell people how many people have attended. So I might say, in 2019, we had over 1,500 people attend my webinars. And people think, wow, 1,500 people, it must be good then. Or perhaps it's, as a result of my webinar, over 40 businesses have increased turnover to over £1 million. Can you see, you get the idea? There are various ways of doing it. They don't have to all be the same. But that's quite powerful, isn't it? My webinars produced over 40 millionaires just by attending my webinar, and it's free to attend. You get the idea. So, think of your version of that, and you say, well, that's great, Steve, on my website. What about the rest of my marketing? Well, you need to do the same thing there. What about on LinkedIn? Could you talk about how many people are on there of being successful as a result of your service? Could you talk about the number of clients you've got? We've just hit our 100th or 1,000th client. Again, it's social proof in what you're doing. Could you add a video testimonial or a series of video testimonials to your LinkedIn profile or your company profile? Or could you post them out? Could you post testimonials on LinkedIn? And the answer to all those questions is, of course, of course you could. But the question also is, why aren't you doing that? If you're not doing that and you started doing that, that would make a big difference. If you go to a networking event, it's very easy for somebody to stand up and say, hi, my name is such and such, and what I do is this, that, and the other. And that's useful because you're explaining what people do. But if you said, if I stood at a networking event and said, hi, my name's Steve Mills, one of the things I do is to run LinkedIn training courses. And in the last year, we've had over 1,000 people attend LinkedIn. They report back to me that those who actually take action on LinkedIn win at least £50,000. And I know that one of my past delegates made £42 million worth of new business within 6 months of attending my workshop, which cost him £129 to attend. So not a bad return on investment. If you'd like to attend the workshop, please come and see me afterwards. No guarantee you're going to make 42 million, but you're certainly going to create some new business. Thanks very much for listening. My name's Steve Mills. So, you can adapt that for whatever scenario. That could be a stand-up talk. That could be words on a blog. That could be an email. That could be a social media post. It could be in a letter. It could be on a leaflet. And you're just utilizing social proof as part of your marketing. So I thought I'd just bring you that. It'd be great to meet you and talk further. What I'd really like you to do, and I've been going on about this already, is why not attend my webinar? It's on Thursday. It's free to attend. It's an hour. It's at 12:30. And all you need to do is to go to my website. That's www.stevemills, that's MILLS.co, that's .co. click on the tab at the top under training, scroll down, and you'll find the next event. So get yourself signed up. I look forward to speaking to you. And on that webinar, I'm going to be talking all about how to grow your business, how to create more leads, and then importantly, how to turn more of those leads into sales. And that's ultimately what it's about. Basically, it's about how to get better sales and marketing results in your business. Thank you ever so much for listening, and I'll speak to you again on my next podcast. Thank you.